Welcome back in. Chief Meteorologist Tara Lane is with me to tell us a little bit more about what we can expect with our weather tomorrow. It was kind of nice to get a little bit of a dry spell today because we've had quite a bit of rain over the last few days.
We have, yes. And even though a lot of neighborhoods stayed dry, we still had some areas of showers and storms, and it's really going to be more of the same for tomorrow. So mountains and foothills going to be the more favored location where we initially see that development, but then we could see some of those dropping down into parts of the Charlotte Metro and parts of the Piedmont too. And some of those storms could, again, much like today, isolated severe, where we're not expecting a widespread outbreak of severe weather, but some of those storms could try and produce maybe some even damaging wind gusts, and the slow movement of some of these bouts of heavy rain that could lead to some at least minor flooding. We don't have any of that out there right now, though. Showers continue to fade away, a little bit of leftover light rain there down into South Carolina. And I wanted to show you this in case you missed it, the drought improvement, the drought monitor that came out this past Thursday morning. Much more improvement continues, as you could probably guess, because we've had just more off and on periods of rain here lately. But now wherever you see this yellow color, north and west of Charlotte, Gaston County, much of it, and down to South Carolina, pretty much out of the drought. We're all the way down to level 1 abnormally dry status, where you see still that widespread beige. That's where we have level 2 moderate drought still in place, and still some spots with that severe drought where you see the darker orange. We hadn't seen as much rain prior to this past Tuesday morning. Drought monitor takes into account through every Tuesday the rain that we picked up, but we'll see if we get more of that improvement by this time on next week or next Thursday here. Likely going to see that. But 77 degrees right now in the Queen City. We've got some cooler spots up toward the foothills, the lower 70s, mid 60s up in the mountains. Tonight, not much more of a cool down from where we are right now, down to 72 in the morning, a warm and steamy start with some leftover clouds, and again turning stormy in spots for tomorrow afternoon and evening. As I said, minor flooding, isolated severe storm will be possible with some of those strong wind gusts, and then it's all about the heat as we advance into next week. Feels like temperatures, we'll be talking about it again, feeling like 100 plus in some communities, especially by the middle part of the week. Tomorrow's highs, low 90s. We'll see lots of sunshine mixing with some of those scattered clouds before after the morning and around lunchtime or so we start to see those spots of some heavy rain thunderstorms developing through the mountains and foothills. And notice by 5 p.m. we could have some of that. So keep that in mind if you're headed out to the lake, some of the area pools. A storm is a possibility, so you start to hear those rumbles. You may have to take shelter and bring it inside, but that will all move out again for tomorrow night. Back to some dry time, heading back to work or school. The kids that are back in school for Monday morning, watch for a smaller chance of rain Monday, but not zero. The chances are not low. They're not zero, but just still on the lower side going into next week. And again, level 1 out of 5 risk of severe storms for tomorrow, covering most of our area where you see that dark green, so damaging wind gusts, the main threat. And we also have that risk of some minor flooding, especially up there in the mountains and foothills where the rain chances are higher again for tomorrow. They do decrease a little bit by the middle of next week with those high temperatures around 80. And some new developments in the tropics, watching a couple of potential disturbances now. We have one tropical wave that's going to be moving off the west coast of Africa. This one showing signs now, maybe a moderate chance of briefly developing into a tropical depression as we advance into the latter part of next week. We'll see how long it survives, though, because this is still a pretty hostile environment, a lot of wind shear, Saharan dust over the tropical central Atlantic as it moves west. And then we also have another tropical wave out ahead of that one with a lower chance of development. No threat to the U.S. here as of now. We're not too worried about it, but we'll keep you posted on any changes, of course, in the coming days. So here tonight and tomorrow morning, low temperatures back in the low 60s in the mountains, upper 60s, low 70s everywhere else. We're feeling the heat all through next week, those low and mid 90s all the way through next Friday, Jen.
Queen City News Plus. Just search Queen City News on your smart TV's app store.